Hey Tano! Welcome back to the channel! Today we're diving deep into the world of Warframe to explore an exciting build for the Incarnon Miter without the need of any Riven, specifically tailored for those of you pushing the limits at level 9999 in Warframe. Whether you're seasoned veteran or just starting your journey, this build will maximize your damage output and enhance your gameplay experience. So grab your gear, let's go for the speedrun, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe while you're at it. Let's go!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Let's give the people what they came for. Another one.
Smack the enemies with the Incarnon Miter. I hope you enjoyed this speedrun. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe while you're at it. Let me show you the build of the Incarnon Miter. The way we're going to mod the Incarnon Miter this way: critical delay, galvanized chamber, serration, hunter munitions, vigilante armaments, high voltage, malignant force, vital sense, and primary deadhead for the 360% damage for 24 seconds. Very good to move from Exolizer to another or life support to another, and the powerful 30% headshot multiplier and minus weapon recoil. Some questions will be asked. Hank, what we're modding for? We're going for corrosive, 44% status, and I'm running hunter munition for the 30% chance to apply slash on critical. We don't care about armor effect about the slash. What we care about is the dotting, so I try to make sure enemies get as many slash stacks as possible with the help of hunter munition, because if you look at the status, only 14% slash the weapon will apply by itself, so you're gonna get like 3-4 stacks of slash, but with hunter munition and the 81% critical chance, we make sure that the enemy is dotted as much as possible. Now, you're going to ask, Hank, why you're not using any multiplicative faction mod? Now, I don't know if you have it or not, but it doesn't that matter, because the weapon, the way it is, can kill every single enemy in the game. Now, Thrax doesn't fall on any category unless you're fighting a Fisher and he become corrupted, then he fall under the Hurricane faction. That's very clear. Now, if you want to add a multiplicative faction mod in here, it's really simple. You choose the faction that you're going to fight and you replace hunter munition with any faction you want: Corpus Grenier, Infested, or Hurricane. Hope that helps. Now, when it comes to the Exilus slot, you choose whatever you want. I highly recommend that you use a Vigilante mods right there, and you choose what you want: movement, stabilizer, anything that you want. I will leave that up to you. And now for the Incarnon Miter evolutions. Evolution 1, you charge the Incarnon Miter by headshots, not body shots. Alright, so when you charge the Incarnon Miter, you alt fire by hitting the button on the mouse wheel to activate the Incarnon form, and when the Incarnon form is active, you will fire a homing and bouncing heat damage explosives. Okay, so there is some radial in here. So keep that in mind when you remember about the modding and why I'm not using certain mods. Evolution 2, we will run the Plentiful Mayhem to increase base damage, and Multi-Shot consumes ammo directly from capacity and increase base damage by 20, which is really powerful. Evolution 3, we're gonna run the 50% projectile speed. You can free to run anything else you want. It's based on what you really like. Okay, so Evolution 4, we're going to run, of course, the increased base critical chance by 22%. I will not bother even to like look at the other stuff. Critical chance is always superior to increase your tier on critical chance. And now for the Warframe, and I didn't say Revenant for a reason, because I use Revenant so I don't boost the weapon in any way. No Eclipse, no Roar, no Zata Whisper, no Vex Fury, nothing. Okay, so you can apply the Rifle Amp or Holster Amp on any Warframe you want, and then you can apply Arcane Rage, Arcane Acceleration, Vigorous Swap. When you swap between weapons, 165% damage, and you're good to go. The rest of the mods in here, they're just like for the tank and whatever. There is no boost in here. And if you look at the speedrun, I didn't even use the Thrall Pack. Okay, so I make sure that, alright, the weapon performs the way that you will receive. And then you boost it in any way you want, with a Riven, with a boost like Eclipse, and so on and so on. And you get the point here. And so you ask, why Hank you use Revenant? I use Revenant so I can showcase the weapon in the speedrun on the level cap at ease without worrying about shield gating or shield recharging, to make sure that they give you a good show and a good time watching the weapon performing. And now when it comes to the Archon Shards, we will run 2 Emerald Archon Shards for 14 stacks of corrosive 100% armor stripping the enemies. We don't care much about armor in Warframe, but what we care about is the damage reduction that comes with it. You have it, enemy has it as well, and by minimizing their damage reduction, we will deal more damage to them. That leads us to the other Archon Shards. You can run whatever you want here. These are for my melee weapons, so we didn't use anything to affect the primary. Now, the helmet ability, I'm using Nourish to proc Viral and gives me that energy multiplier. Now, Viral is really important as 10 stacks of Viral has an effect of 325% more damage to enemies' HP, and every enemy in the game, doesn't matter what it is, have HP. 100%. Alright, so now if you know anything about me and the channel, you know I use a method called DVS. D stands for damage, I have it from Revenant coming and from Meter, and V stands for Viral, to increase the damage by 325% to their HP, comes from Nourish, and then comes the S, which is stripping, that comes from the corrosive on the Meter and comes from the 2 Emerald Archon Shards. DVS, keep that in mind. If you're building anything in Warframe, you will thrive. Just follow it. Now, if you don't like my method on using the DVS and how I deal damage and viral and stripping enemies, you can check this sheet right here, and you can try different things here and there, and you'll be good to go. And here we are going to test the weapon against level 225 Heavy Corrupted Gunners Steel Path Edition. You want to land headshots to fill the Incarnon Meter, and then you activate it by the button on the mouse wheel like you're performing a heavy attack, and then you show the enemies no mercy. So I'm showing you this test without Nourish. Alright, and you can see already the weapon is really powerful. Alright, so activating Nourish now, filling the Incarnon Meter, and then activate, and check this out. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. It's really doesn't joke around. Let's do it one more time. Go, filling the Incarnon Meter, activate, pulling enemies all together with Magus Anomaly, or just wait for Cordon from Nautilus, and you're good to go. That's how powerful the Incarnon Meter is. And if you're looking for the Nautilus Prime build with the Verglass, check my channel. And by this we reach the end of our video. Tano, special thanks to all my community. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know your opinion about this Incarnon Meter build in the comment section below. And we got plenty of tips and tricks and builds coming up your way, and a lot of them also in the channel already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.